Alright, my dudes, what is up? Here we are today with the old school VictorBansemer Inferno deck. So this is Oksana, Militant Laser, Bike, Buggy, Inferno Phantom. I actually think that Buggy is in a really good spot at the moment in the metagame. I think that Buggy is the best it's ever been, potentially. Well, no, not best it's ever been. There was a period in the beta where you could make only Buggies and you beat everything, including tanks. So that was the best Buggy's ever been. But since then, I think this is the best meta the Buggy has ever had because there's so few tanks around. Victor's been playing this deck for ages, though. This is like his old school Inferno deck. He swapped the lasers for scavengers for a while when scavengers were busted, but I think he's back on lasers now. I really like this deck, actually. I don't know how many games I have of it this season, but I have definitely played this Inferno deck quite a lot. It is my favorite version of Inferno. Okay, I've only got 15 games, but I have won them all, so you know that's pretty good. Yeah, this is my favorite version of the Inferno deck. Some other variants you can play. You can do Wheel Fanatic instead, like this. So you just swap out the 30 and the 10 for the other 30 and 10. This gives you Fanatic boosts, which is nice. But it gives you a little bit less early game power, I think. I think opening Militants gives you better stall in the early game, which is what you want to do, because you're going to go Infernos late game. What else can you do in this deck? You can also do the tank variant. This is the old school variant, back when tanks were super popular. The point of this variant is that you make Infernos, people will spam bikes and pitbulls at you, and then you make tanks to punish them. And then the other variant of the deck is like a classic, like the old school Alicia deck, which would be like this. Sorry, no lasers. There we go. So this is like a classic Alicia aggro Inferno deck. I say aggro, it's more of a mid-range deck. This is like the classic Alicia Inferno deck that she played for a very, very long time. This one is very powerful, but has no combat mechanic. So if you play this, you need to get ahead and stay ahead. And then the Infernos are like sort of like a snowball unit. So you get ahead, you make Infernos, and you win. But the reason she stopped playing this is that Razorback came out, and Razorback was super powerful. So this deck actually lost to Razorback when Razorback first came out because Phantoms didn't kill it in one shot. So this deck was losing to Razorback Missile, which is why Alicia swapped out and started playing other decks. But before then, she just played this against absolutely everything. Anyway, we're going to be playing the version that Victor plays today, which is the version I like the most currently. And yeah, we'll give it a go. Keep is asking if that Alicia deck is bad versus Gunship. No, the deck is fine versus Gunship. The problem was Razorback. I actually think that the Alicia Inferno deck probably is good again. Like, I think there's nothing really holding it down. Maybe Shade is a problem, but I think that deck is good again. So you could definitely play it. Okay, let's give it a go. So this deck is more of a this is more of a mid-range deck. It's not as powerful as the Alicia deck, but it is definitely more powerful than like a standard aggro deck. So it's definitely something where you want to stall against aggro, and you want to and combined arms, and you want to charge against tech. So I'm going to start by charging because I don't know my opponent. I usually default to assuming my opponent is playing tech. He's gone Rhino, so I'm going to go one Laser Troop. I'm going to have these guys fight. They should lose this matchup, but yeah, he's gone second Rhino anyway. This matchup will be close. I'm happy to trade off a unit early just to force him into the second Rhino. That's basically why I did it. Because I want to tech switch into the bikes, but I want him to have committed to 2 Rhinos before I do that. Alright, so I'm going to make a... Yeah, I was expecting Pitbull, so I've gone for a Laser Troop here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and get a bike volley on the Rhino and then retreat behind the lasers. Yeah, here we go. Exactly like that. And now we move up, and now we'll wait. We're happy with some amount of stalling as well. Here comes some shocks. We'll just move the bikes to block, and we'll get a Buggy out. Right, so the bikes should be able to 2v1 this Pitbull. I'll bring the lasers in just in case. Alright, Buggy holds that off. I want to move the Buggy forwards now that the shocks are roaming around. I'm trying to save up for an Inferno here, that's why I'm not really making anything. But near the end of the missile, you can't really do that. I have to just keep making units. When the missile's this close to firing, you can't just sit back and wait. You have to do stuff. I wanted to go Inferno, but the missile was too close to firing, so I just went and built bikes instead. Should be able to kill off this Pitbull, and then we should win the missile here, and then we'll also grab an Inferno. At this point, I'm reasonably certain I was going to get the missile, so it was okay to go into Inferno. Like, I didn't see a way in which I didn't get the missile there. We're going to make the Inferno, and we're going to wait. Just have we want to have the Inferno on defense? Oh god, Slingshot, what a nightmare. Okay, so obviously Slingshot is not a unit I want to play against with this deck. The game plan is going to be to try and bomb and retreat. I didn't even get the bomb off, oh my god, nightmare. Generally speaking, what you want to do with the Inferno is be on defense. Get bombs off and then fall back behind your lasers to protect them. But that doesn't work against Slingshot, because Slingshot has 2 range. So the Slingshot can prevent you from doing that by just standing outside of your range and shooting at you. What we're going to have to do instead is we're going to have to push in with double Inferno here. Take out... oh god. Oh, that was horrible. I lost everything to the Iron Cannon. Oh, nightmare. Okay, we need to kill this. I don't think we're going to kill it in time, but if we do, we just stall. No, we didn't. Okay, so the Slingshot is a huge problem here. Our best plan against Slingshot is probably going to be either bike spamming or just multiple Infernos. So we're going to try and get rid of these shocks. We need to be efficient here because we're very low on cash. Alright, so we want to Inferno bomb the shocks and then move in. Oops, okay. Alright, so we dodged the Iron Cannon as well, which is nice. But yeah, these Slingshots are a huge issue for me. Okay, so anyway, we're going to have to try and find a way to fight off the Slingshots so that we can use the Infernos. This game is a tough matchup for sure. I'm going to move in and try and get the Slingshot here so the Inferno can come in and do stuff. Right, there goes the Sling. He's going to build another one, I assume. Yeah, there it is. But I might be able to snipe it here. If I snipe it, it'd be great. Yeah, that's huge. Alright, nice. Here's another one. Gonna boost this one because I need it to be reloaded to shoot the Sling. As the Sling moves up, I can push into it and maybe take it out. Alright, nice. Oh no, this shot the wrong thing. Inferno White. Half. Okay, I think we win. It's close though. Yeah, Sling was a nightmare there. And the Inferno at the end bombed the Harvester instead of the Pitbull, but we do eventually get there. Okay, that was a pretty tough one. Let's see how this one goes. So we're up against Jade. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Could mean they're a Chem Jade deck. Could also just mean they're a person who thinks Jade is good against tech units. Which, to be fair, it can sometimes be. Okay, so they opened Barracks. The fact they opened Barracks doesn't really mean a lot yet. Could still easily be Chuggy or Chems or neither. Try and get some 2v1s going on here. And we'll go into fast buggy. If you have buggy in your deck, I think it's okay to go fast buggy because it's so powerful in the early game. Like you want to make use of the buggy whilst it's still good, and buggy becomes bad reasonably quickly. Like it's only a powerful unit early on. Okay, well, we're just gonna get on the pads against these bikes. We just can't kill off. He's got a triple bike. He can't kill my my rifleman with bikes. And then we'll just go lasers. We'll let this buggy fight here, and we'll let these riflemen die as well. There's second harvester. So we're going to grab an Inferno. We might even go for the base kill here. Infernos do insane base damage. Like absolutely ridiculous base damage. So that is another option if you have an Inferno deck, is you can go after people's bases. I also forgot to say at the start of the video, but pretty much every Inferno deck plays Phantom, and I think that is just correct. Because you really want to have access to the Phantom to make sure that you have air dominance so that your Inferno can do stuff. As you see, 2 Inferno bombs is basically game over. Like, look at his base hit points. He isn't even trying to kill the Inferno, which is kind of insane. But yeah, two base bombs. I think the fire would have killed him even if I didn't get another bomb off. But it was super close. Like, the base is effectively dead at that point. Alright, so we're against Majestics. Let's still go rifles first to scout. Don't see anything, so we'll go halve. And we're going to dance back and forth, try and see what his first building is. Pitbull. Okay, so I could go lasers here, but actually rifles beat Pitbull, so I'm just going to make more rifles. until he shows me an answer to my rifles. Looks like he's going to go after my harvester. I'm just going to let the rifles chip away with the Pitbull. Pitbull is actually a very good unit against my deck in the early game, because I have nothing that 1v1s it except laser. And because Pitbull has Razor, it's never gonna... has Raider, sorry, not Razor. Because it has Raider, it's never gonna let a laser troop kill it, basically. Like, you can always just drive away from a laser troop that's attacking you. Great. So he goes Talon. Talon is a very good unit against this deck, because you can't really beat Talon spam with Phantoms. Like, Phantoms reload too slowly to beat Infinite Talons. I'm not sure about that boost. Even like best case scenario, he just takes out a rifleman squad. Right, so we're gonna get our first Inferno out. Need to take care of this this Talon so that we can use the Inferno. And obviously we'll want more bikes. If he continues to make just missiles and Talons, we'll go buggy. That'll beat both of those units. Yeah, okay, so as soon as we get Popcat, we'll go buggy instead. And we'll hide the Talon, hide the Inferno behind bikes. I mean, this looks like a pretty straightforward win from here. Grab a buggy just in case, but yeah, pretty straightforward win.
You are victorious.
Okay, so we're up against General Zod.
New mission received. Harvester ready.
Interesting. Interesting, he went rifles and went down here. I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Unit ready.
Alright, well, we'll intercept and make sure he doesn't get on the pad. Don't want to let him stall randomly. Where's he going? Okay, there's double half. I'll just go third rifle here. Could get punished by a tech switch into air. That's the way it is. But the main thing is we don't let him stall. Okay, I actually don't care about killing this guy. I'm more than happy to let him have a two-man rifle squad if he wants it. Yep, there's the air switch. Doesn't look like it's going to be in time, though. Whatever it is. I might just go straight into Phantom, depending on what this air unit is. Looks like he's just built his temple now. So he's just going to go straight into tech units. Probably going to be Flame Tank. I feel like that's the most common first one. I'm going to get Inferno, start heading towards his base. If he's not going to do anything, then I'll just kill his base. Yep, there's the Flame Tank as predicted. I'm going to go bomb that. And I guess he's going for my base here, so I'm going to kill it with bikes. Yep, cool. I'm going to bomb his halves as well. Banshee, okay. I want to kill a harvester because I have a harvester kill bounty. So I'll be honest, this isn't entirely the most strategic decision. I just have this bounty I want to finish. Alright, cool. This is the thing about Inferno deck. If you have an Inferno deck, you can just kill tech units. You don't have to win the game ASAP because you can actually just kill off tech units with Infernos quite a lot of the time. Like Inferno Phantom beats most tech units.
Bounty received.
Okay, let's see what Eric Perrick has. What he has going on. Rifles first. Alright, good start, good start. Already a solid start. I think people who open rifle first or scout unit first before half, that's always an indicator. I'm always a little bit like, okay, this guy has some idea what he's doing. Because I really do think that's the best way to open in rivals. Okay. He also went second. He's done exactly the same as me. He's gone rifle, half, rifle, rifle. Now we're just gonna have a rifle war. Looks like he wants to charge, but it's not absolutely clear yet. I'm probably on the stalling side of things playing an Inferno, but again, like a guy I don't recognize, I generally lean towards charge the missile. Gonna go for the buggy, as I said before. Buggy is powerful early, so you want to get it out whilst it's still useful. I actually don't know who wins in buggy versus chuggy. Obviously I'm gonna go bikes, he's probably gonna go bikes as well. Yep, there they are. So I'm gonna use my buggy to support my bikes. Because as you see, I win the matchup by a lot if the buggy helps out. Oh, mutant chuggy. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's get this over here. So we're going to want the Inferno, but we can't afford that yet, so we're going to use a buggy and some militants. And we need to keep this chuggy off of us for as long as possible. Whoops. The misclicks. The misclicks are real. Oh, the misclicks are real. It's still not quite out of Inferno yet. There goes the Chuggy. This buys time for the militants to come in. Oh, and he didn't build the Chuggy again. He went more mutants. That's got to be a misplay. We need to get out of this cloud. Alright, nice. If we live long enough to get to the Inferno, we have a chance. Alright, here we go. Come on, Inferno. Inferno's very good against mutant Chuggy, because obviously neither mutants nor Chuggy shoot up. Alright, nice. That went well. Now he's probably going to spam some bikes at us. I'm going to try and get onto this third pad. Very nice. There it is, guys. The Inferno takes over the game. And we should take first missile pretty easily now. Alright, very nice. Let's see if we can bomb these bikes and the half. No, he dodged away. Alright, so we're going to get bikes to protect our Inferno. Yeah. Keep the Inferno behind. Send in these rifles to die. I need to replace those. I need lasers now. I need lasers in my own Phantom to defend my Inferno. And we're going to use Buggy as well, because Buggy can shoot the Phantom and also kill off the militants that he makes. Alright, so we'll get a bomb here. Back up. Get another Buggy. Phantom's going suicidal. That's okay. If he wants to lose the Phantom trying to kill my Inferno, I'm okay with that. EMP hurts me a lot here, though. Need to get another bomb. Come on, bomb. No, rip. Okay, never mind. We've got double Buggy against a damaged mutant, so we should win pretty easily. Yeah. We'll get the bikes over towards the towards his Phantom. Make another Phantom of our... Oh, sorry, make another Inferno. Bring that over. Alright, so put the Inferno here. He's going to have to move into it pretty soon. Here it comes. Get another Inferno because that one's going down. Doesn't actually die to a single Phantom volley, which is very nice for us. He moves in, and we get bombs, and we win easily. Very nice. Good job, Inferno. Good matchup for us. Inferno beats up on Mutant Chuggy for sure. Didn't this guy used to have, like, emojis in his name, and they had to remove them? Alright, MJJ. Playing Solomon. Probably an aggro Solomon, but again, can't tell yet. No dogs yet, so maybe not an aggro Solomon. Oh, rifles first. Interesting. Looks like he's trying to stall, so I'm going to let him charge. And then we'll do this to charge. See what he does next. Wait and see if he goes third rifle. Although because I have the Buggy, I'm pretty happy to switch into Buggy early a lot of the time. I do it. It's good against an air switch as well, which is very common from GDI. Haven't seen any switch yet from him. We're winning 2 pads. Oh, it's Grens. Okay, don't care about Grens. Stay on this pad. Right, so easy first missile. Kind of looks like he's trying to sneak to my half, so we're going to get some units in the way here. And then we'll go Infernos. Pitbull is a bit of an issue, as said before. We don't really have anything that kills Pitbull easily, except for Inferno. I want to kill this Pitbull and then get the Buggy to protect it. Get the Buggy to go on the Talon. Doesn't look like we can take it down in time. Okay, so it's an APC deck with Talons. We block out the Talon there with our Rifleman. And we take it down with the bikes. Gonna try and keep the Talon alive. Oh, sorry, Inferno alive, but it's unlikely to make it. Oh, it's still alive actually. That's pretty nice. Gonna see if I can bomb this APC again. Oh, I got the wrong target. Super annoying. Right, let's go Buggy and boost it against the Talon. Bomb here. Maybe we're gonna be okay. Nice. The Buggy killed just in time. Alright, cool. The Buggy killed just in time in the middle, which bought time for the missiles to die to the flames. Means we take it down. Yeah. Okay, up against Musnicht. What we got? So we see Jade and a Harvester. Okay, not much information yet. Flamers first. Alright, so we're going to go double rifle. And we're going to get a defensive concave. Alright, he's walking into it, so we should win this fight just about. I think we'll lose this squad and maybe one man from the other squad. No, he walked away, so we didn't lose the other man. Alright, again, we'll set up another concave. We'll just go straight into Buggy, though. He spent 80 on flamers to my 30 on rifles. Now he spent 120 on flamers. So now the buggy comes out and just punishes him. Gonna get a second buggy as well. But yeah, the buggies will take complete map control. Here comes some bike spam, but the same as last time, we just have rifles to hold them. So we're just gonna AFK on the pads until the missile fires. Yep, cool. Chuggy. Alright, so we're gonna go Inferno. He's obviously going for my half because he's played rivals before. And I want to try and get Inferno out now because I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight through a Chuggy basically. I just want to go Inferno, try and take it out. Just gonna bomb these. Oh, I boosted the wrong thing. Bad. Alright, let's try and get some value out of this boost, I guess, by hunting down the Chuggy. Don't want to take damage on the Inferno if I don't have to, so I'm going to retreat here. Bring some rifles in. Alright, he's got an Banshee, so we're going to want double bike to kill that. Whilst the Inferno goes and takes out these lasers. Alright, grab another Inferno to kill this Flamer. The bikes should beat this Banshee. Yep, there they are. And that should just be game over. Alright, cool. Easy claps. No big deal. Buggy can eat up 3 bike volleys, that's why it's good lately. That's a very good point, Paul. The bikes did get a damage reduction, but did the damage reduction actually change the number of bike missiles it took to kill a buggy? Did it change the matchup dramatically? I actually don't know the answer to that question. That might be why buggy feels so much better though, if it's not dying to like if it used to die in 2 bike volleys. Okay. Up against Sebastian. Probably pronouncing that wrong. I don't know how this accent affects how the A is pronounced. Alright, so we've got Harvester and Wheels. Alright, back up. This doesn't really mean anything. Oksana and Wheels. At the moment I'm thinking Fanatics, that's the most likely. That's normally who plays Oksana and opens Wheels, but we don't really have the information to say that definitively. And he didn't retreat his Wheels, which is a bad play, because now my lasers easily beat them 1v1. I can now beat another Wheel squad 1v1 as well. There's the Fanatics, as predicted. So it was in fact the Fanatics. We're going to go straight into Buggy here. And the important thing here is to use the Buggy defended by lasers. We want to defend the Buggy from bikes with our laser troops. And we'll get some bikes of our own because I'm really predicting bikes here. That's Mutant, okay. I mean, I don't understand why, but sure. We're just gonna chill on these 2 pads and win the missile. Looks like he's just going for my Harvester with the Mutant. I'm just gonna make a second buggy and push on the Mutant to make sure he can't get them. And then we'll want to go Inferno. Another thing I haven't mentioned about this deck yet is if you go up against a matchup where Inferno is going to be very good, like a Fortress deck or something like that, you can just go double Harvester and spam Infernos. It can be a very powerful strat against ground-based army to just go double Harvester, Inferno, spam, and make infinity Infernos. Alright, so we'll bomb the Mutants. Get bikes to take care of his bikes. Obviously he's going for my half because he's played Rivals before, and that is the only legal play in Rivals. So we're gonna kill his stuff, maybe lose the half, doesn't really matter that much if we do. There it goes. Okay, so we kept the half alive as well. Oh, he really wants it. He wants it badly, so we're gonna block him off, and we're gonna spam some bikes for a bit. I think the game's just over, to be honest. Yeah, looks like the game's just over. He's just not on any of the pads, so we just win. Okay then. Ooh. Maybe if he'd got that half 8, maybe that would have been the difference between life and death.
You are victorious in battlefield control.
I'm gonna have to do this later today. Alright, up against GT Dave. So we've got a Solomon, doesn't really mean much yet. No dogs first, there's dogs. Okay, so he did go half before dogs, which isn't necessarily an indicator of anything, but usually tech Solomon decks don't play dogs. So it does lean towards it being an aggressive Reb Solomon style deck. He is also charging the missile quite aggressively, which also leans towards it being, well, he stops now. This is a mistake people make with this deck a lot, I think, is like doing too much fighting and not enough charging the missile. The charging the missile is really what matters. So we're going to quickly tech switch into bikes. Oh, okay, there's a shock trooper. I guess we'll just go buggy instead. We'll have the buggy fight the shocks. Buggy will obviously beat dogs as well, so we can just have the buggy fight the dogs. Then we'll grab some bikes. Okay, so the buggy plus the bikes should be able to beat the pitbull, but we'll replace the buggy on this side with the laser in the middle. Now we really want to try and keep our cost down so we can go very fast Inferno here, because as I've said many times already, pitbull is a difficult unit to fight in this deck. But we do need to get to those Infernos. It's important to keep swapping the units around. Wow! A first missile iron cannon. That is insane. That's so much money he just spent on that. I don't think that was a good play at all, to be honest. He just spent a ton of money on that iron cannon. Alright, so we'll just block this out. Yeah, we have complete map control now because he couldn't make units because he used all his money on an iron cannon. Alright, so we take first missile. I really don't think... Like, first missile iron cannons very rarely are good. Very, very rarely. Because it's a tempo play, and unless you have to guarantee you're going to get the missile, and it costs you so much money to do so as well. It definitely looks like the Reb Solomon deck at the moment. He's even got the Talon. So yeah, I think it's definitely Reb Solomon. The key to this matchup is going to be Inferno bombing with bike protection. Maybe could use laser protection. That would also work out fine. I want to lose this rifleman, actually, so I need to let him go. Okay, so the jump jets are the thing that's going to clean up my protecting units the most. So that's the thing I need to bomb. Alright, cool. So we take that down, grab another Inferno. As you can see, I keep the Inferno behind a wall of units as much as possible. That's because I don't want him to just push in and damage my Inferno. Right, we're going to boost the bikes because the Talon is actually the most threatening unit right now. Alright, cool. Bomb that, grab another Inferno. Bomb whatever at this point. It doesn't look like matters, we've already won the game. Yeah, we're just going to bomb anything. Cool. Good job, Inferno team. Got Sebastian again. Alright, Sebastian again. I think this guy had mutants. I don't remember exactly if this was the mutant guy. He might have been the Fanatics guy. I think he was the mutant guy, though. I opened wheels again. Maybe it is the Fnatic guy. Okay, let's see if he 1v1s my lasers again. That's what he did last time. It was not a great play. Okay, I don't know what he's doing with these wheels. Okie dokie. Yeah, I don't know what the wheels are doing. I'm gonna ignore them. Yeah, it is the Fnatic guy. Okay. So we'll go fast buggy here. There's the bikes. Thank you, Kazarius, for the Kane hype. Alright, so we should just fire the missile pretty easily here. I don't even know why I'm killing these wheels. I don't care about those wheels at all. They're never going to kill my harvester. Alright, so we're going to try and go Inferno. Now it runs second missile. Oh, mutants as well? Interesting. Yeah, this does ring a bell, actually. So we're going to bomb the mutants, obviously. Get them out of here. Okay, he just surrenders to the Inferno. Let's go 10-0. This is a very, very good Inferno deck, I think. The critical aspects of this deck are that you need to make the Infernos. You want to bomb something as quickly as possible to get the reload going. You also gain speed by doing this. And then you want to position them behind defensive units, usually lasers. And then you tend to play laser as your front line with Infernos to protect them from anti-infantry infantry. Alright guys, so if you're looking for a good Inferno deck, this one I think is very good. You have to play Oksana with Inferno. That's like the one thing you have to do. And I think you almost always have to play Phantom. I see a couple of decks that kind of look more like this. Which is like, you know, more of a 5-card deck splash Inferno. But I really think you should play Phantom alongside Inferno. You can also double halve this deck. You can go for base kills. You can kill tech just by making Infernos and blowing up tech units. So this deck is pretty powerful. There's a lot going for this deck. The biggest downside is that the Inferno isn't epic, and obviously the Inferno level is pretty important. Because if it dies easily, then you'll lose a lot of games, because it costs so much. And you have to be really careful to protect it. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the Inferno action, and I'll see you next time.